Hey, this is Russ. I've always been pretty open with you guys, and I've told you about my medical issues of my knee. But today I'm going to tell you about some other medical issues I've had in the past and also dealing with today. Okay. And this all got started because patient 2F had given us info about her knee, and then she mentioned that she was currently dealing with shingles. Now, I've dealt with shingles in the past as well. It actually happened to me about, well, let's see, it happened, I think, either June or July of 2018. And so that would make it about a little bit more than a year before my own knee replacement happened. So I'm glad it happened beforehand and not after. So I feel for her because she's dealing with it now after dealing with her knee replacement. Okay. So this whole thing with the shingles, let me tell you a little story about that. I woke up one day and I had this little rash right on my chest. Let me move out of the microphone area here, right around here. Okay. And I wasn't sure what it was. It wasn't that big, but it was kind of red. And so throughout the day, you kind of scratch it a little bit and everything. And little by little, it kind of got bigger. All right. So I said to my wife, I says, I don't know what this is, but it's kind of itchy and it's kind of, yeah, it doesn't feel, it's getting kind of warm. So she looks at it and she says, yeah, that doesn't look too good. You should go to the emergency care unit and have them take a look at that. So she was thinking maybe it was a spider bite because we've seen spider bites before. So I thought, yeah, maybe it is a spider bite. So I decided to go in and have them take a look at that. So the place that I went to didn't seem too busy. It was a rainy night, actually, when I went in there. The place looked kind of deserted. They didn't seem to have anybody in there. So they said, yeah, okay, we'll get a doctor to take a look at you. About an hour later, and that's one thing I couldn't figure out. I don't know if he was on his dinner break or what, but you got a patient sitting there and there's nobody doing anything in there. So anyways, an hour later, he comes out and he takes a look at it and he goes, okay, well, let me think about this. And he walks away and then he comes back and he says, yeah, that's not a spider bite. That's what I think is shingles. So that took me by surprise. I go, shingles, really? I go, what happens now? He goes, well, not much you can really do about it. He gave me a prescription for some type of stuff to put on it, and he said, eventually it's just going to go away on its own. So we don't know how long it's going to take, and it'll crust over. Yeah, it doesn't look too good after that, and then you'll be fine. But you may feel some pain. All right, so yeah. A couple days later, the thing started crusting over, and yeah, I have photos of this, but I'm not going to show it to you because it does not look good, right? But I didn't have a lot. I just had a small patch right around here, and it started to spread out around this area. Okay, so it wasn't as bad as some other people's shingles issues, but the pain that I felt was here, but mostly down my right arm, which is kind of strange because it wasn't on the arm, but the pain travels, I guess. So I think the overall pain lasted about a month to a month and a half, something like that. So I would say shingles is a tough thing to deal with. Yeah. And some people have had it worse. I know that they've had it all over their bodies and in different areas. And so, yeah, mine was kind of a mild case. So it wasn't as bad as some other people's cases. So that's something I dealt with. I'm glad it's over and done with. Now, if you've ever had chicken pox, you have the potential to get the shingles. Yeah, because it kind of lays dormant. It's kind of related to it. So, there are different medications you can take. I think I got a thing called Shingrix, something like that. That was the shot that I got. Now, I got the shot after I got the shingles. And I asked my doctor, do I even need this thing? I already got the shingles. He goes, well, shingles can come back. So you definitely want the shot. So even though it was after the fact, I still got the Shingrix vaccine, so to speak. And so hopefully that keeps it away going forward. All right. And of course, my wife got the shot too. And, she hasn't had shingles or anything like that, but she got the shot eventually as well. Okay. So what else do we have problems? Well, we still got the problem with the trigger finger, okay? So let me show you the finger here, all right? It's my middle finger on this hand, and you notice it's not actually straight. This is as straight as I can get it right now, all right? It's kind of bent. Now I can fix that if I just sit there and straighten it out. All right, but I'm just gonna bend on this for a little bit here, and I can feel the pain. But eventually I can get this straighter. You see? All right. Now I'm not gonna face it the other way because that won't look too good. So I can get this straighter, but eventually in time it will come back down like this. All right. So I was wearing a finger splint on there just to kind of keep it straight because I figured, well, it shouldn't be bent, it should be straight. And as I move it down and everything, if I move my finger down and leave it down there, if I push it down, I can feel right now it's actually popping. So you can see how it moves. That's a pop. See that pop? That's the trigger finger thing. So I know in time, the only thing that's going to fix this is surgery, but I'm holding off at this point. I don't really want to do it right away. It's not really bothering me all that much, but it does bother me psychologically. All right. I've been asked whether I was going to do any more music things, and I haven't had the desire to do it because of this thing. Now, I can still play guitar because you can see I can still move it around because if it's bent, I can move it. If I leave it in a splint and keep it straight for a while and then try to do that, then it'll hurt. So I decided it's probably better to leave it bent so I can actually use my hand and grab things and do whatever than it is to try to keep it straight. All right. So it's kind of the worse, the better of the two evils. All right. So I can play guitar, I can play keyboards if I want to. I can do all that stuff if I want to, but I can't bend real hard. Now, I can't grab things real hard. Now, my interesting question would be, I'm still waiting. Let me move this mic a little bit here. I'm still waiting for my e-bike to show up, and I got confirmation that it's coming in by FedEx on Monday. Today is what? Thursday. Okay, April 1st today. So on Monday, I expect the bike to come in. I'm going to have to assemble part of it. It doesn't come fully assembled. Here's the issue with assembly things. I'm going to have to either sit on something. I can't go on my knees, obviously, with the bad knee replacement. And I'm going to have to build, certain things. The front tire has to be put on and some other odds and end things. I don't think it's going to be hard. But again, maneuvering things around is hard when you've got a bad knee. Okay. And I can't grip things too well either, right, with my right hand. And I'm a righty. So how am I going to, push down on wrenches and things like that? So these are going to be challenges that I have. I might record some of that. I'm not sure. I'm still debating, to show you guys how I deal with this thing. But we'll think about that, okay? So those are the two medical issues I have going on. Now, one more thing I wanted to announce, all right? And I'm going to announce this several times over the next couple of weeks, but I might as well give you guys a heads up. If you've made it this far in the video, you'll get a heads up here. I kept thinking about this channel, and you know that I've had an issue about, I didn't want this Russ Is Right to be strictly a knee replacement channel. I wanted to do other things. So I kept thinking, what would be interesting for me to do, something that I want to do, okay? And I like fishing, and that now that I have a bike coming, I'm going to do a bunch of bike riding. So I'm going to put some of that stuff here on Russ Is Right, but my goal is to eventually wean it out of Russ Is Right. Yeah. I'm thinking I'd like to start a secondary channel, right? And I've actually already put it up already there, right? And it's called eBike Rehab. If you look up eBike Rehab, no dash in between the E and the bike. It's just eBike Rehab. You're going to find the very first video for that channel, which is actually the same video I put up here before announcing my e-bike. Now, the reason I had to put something up to start the channel, so I used that to start it. So here's what I'm asking you guys to do. If you're a Russ Is Right viewer, okay, I'd like you to go to the eBike Rehab channel and subscribe to that, all right? And the reason is because eventually I would like to move all of those things that are not knee-related things to that e-bike channel, all right? But I'm not going to do that until I have enough people subscribed to it, all right? So which means you're going to see the same video on e-bike Rehab as you will see here on Russ Is Right on things that have nothing to do with the actual knee replacement stuff. So you're going to see things like the fishing stuff that I do. You're going to see my bike rides that I do. anything that probably is not knee related will be shifted over to eBike Rehab. All right. So go there right now after you've heard all this and subscribe. All right. I want to see how many people we can get to subscribe to that channel. And my goal is to get all of you guys to subscribe to that channel as well, so you can see those things there and leave Russ Is Right available for knee replacement issues. All right. Because I think that's going to make it a lot easier for everyone, so that they know, if you're looking at a Russ Is Right video, it's going to be a knee replacement issue or something, at least medical related issue. Okay. And then if you go to the eBike Rehab channel, then you know that you're going to see me do other things. You're going to see me doing the fishing. You're going to see me doing the biking. You're going to see me going around town and talking about things that are not, knee related. That's my goal. All right. Now, if this thing fails, because I've tried starting other channels before and it hasn't gone very well. If it does fail, I'll probably stop that channel, and then Russ Is Right will be inundated with everything that I want to do as it is right now. Okay. But I think to keep the channels clean and easy to navigate, it's better that we move it over to a separate channel. Now, you usually see this happening for YouTubers that have had many thousands and thousands of subscribers. We're only at about 1,100 and something subscribers. So to make this move now is kind of a gutsy move, so to speak. But I also do know that e-biking is a new and popular thing that's come up now. And so I kind of see that if we can grow that channel with your help, and of course other people finding it, it can go on its own, okay? Because it's got the name eBike in there, right? And people search for that. So help me out. Go now to eBike Rehab. Find that, okay? No dashes in between E and bike. eBike space Rehab. And then subscribe to that, all right? I want to see how fast it grows that channel, all right? Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching and helping me out, and I will talk to you guys next time.